Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
Jaws: The Revenge, the final film in the Jaws franchise, released in 1987. This one has who's the actor in here? I'm, of course, right off the bat, just completely Michael Caine. Why is that not showing up anywhere here? Oh, there it is. Michael Caine. The great Michael Caine is in this film. But yeah, the movie starts back in Amity. So, kind of the only of the franchise, the 3D Jaws is the only one that didn't have any reference to Amity. The only connecting tissue is the fact that the Brody sons are in the Jaws 3D. This one is still focusing on the sons. It's kind of the main through line for the franchise. It is the youngest son is now the police officer. I don't know if he's the chief, probably. Forget that moment. But they're back in Amity. His son's the chief, not afraid of the water like his dad was. His mom is there. I think the dad had, in the movie, passed away, had a heart attack. So it's just the mom by herself with her youngest, and then the oldest is away. He's just like a marine biologist kind of a guy. So you're back in Amity. It's Christmas time when this film starts, and the young Brody, what's his name? Not Michael Brody. Carla Brody. Oh, that's Sean Brody. The youngest son, the one who was scarred in the second Jaws film where his dad had to save him and electrocute the shark. He becomes the chief, and he's going to take care of some issue with the buoy. And it's a nighttime scene, and he gets attacked. There's a shark attack. It's nighttime. Like everybody's having their Christmas party on land, and the son is being eaten by Jaws, which is a different shark. Is one thing. This movie is kind of as if this family is haunted by the Jaws family, let's say. There's a revenge of the Jaws family sharks against the Brody family. And the son's eaten, and it's I would say a terrifying scene. One thing that I do not understand is how horribly rated this film is. Because in the pantheon of Jaws films, the 4 Jaws films that are out, the first one's a classic, obviously. I'm going to rank all of these on tomorrow. Or actually, no, I'm not going to rank them all. So I'm just going to talk about them now. I was going to rank them. But this is my second favorite Jaws film. Because, I mean, it's not doing like the second one, Jaws 2. It's just clearly a cash grab. They tried to add more kids to it, but didn't really do a good job. Wasn't very interesting. The third one was just probably the worst of the franchise. But number 2, Jaws: The Revenge. 1, it brings you back to Amity. It has the family, the core family. The son gets eaten in the beginning, the youngest son, and I would say terrifying. I'd say it's terrifying that he's out there trying to do this thing and he gets attacked by a shark, which is crazy. So the mom flips out, and the older son moves her to where he's doing his research in the Bahamas. I think it's the Bahamas. But so they're going from an island to an island, basically. But it went from like some island on the East Coast to an island somewhere in the Caribbean Sea, I would imagine. So completely different look, right? So it's a movie that is trying to do the original movie justice by maintaining. I think there's some performances in this film that are just as good as some of the performances in the beginning one. Of course, you're not getting the score, you're not getting the directing that you get with the first one. But I think the fact that it's, a different look, not just SeaWorld, but it's like it's an island life, but it's a completely different type of island life. It's a even more relaxed island life. It's, tropical island life. The mom is a great character in this. I mean, this is her movie in a lot of ways. She has great performances. There's like nightmare scenarios with her that I think are great. The oldest son, who's like this scientist, which would make sense that he would kind of get into that. He would want to learn a lot more. And he's out there with his buddy Jake, and they're trying to do research, and he finds that there's, a shark um, has come into, like, sharks aren't normally there, and because the water's too warm, which I don't know how plausible that is. But the shark haunts this family. They track them down at this other island, which is fine. I mean, if you're gonna have a crazy horror movie premise, the fact that a shark would follow this family to another island isn't crazy. The mom performances are great. The fact that she has this kind of little romantic thing with Michael Caine, and Michael Caine's character is fun. He's, this kind of like self-employed pilot that assumingly does a lot of illegal, plane trips for people to make cash under. So he's just kind of living a life like every day is a vacation for him. And Michael Caine's just a great actor. And the oldest son, there's a scene in this movie that is so much like a Spielberg scene where he's like kind of exhausted, mentally, physically exhausted with this shark thing. He's sitting at the kitchen table, and his daughter is sitting at the kitchen table as well. And he starts realizing that she's mirroring what he does. So he ends up doing, progressively more ridiculous things for her to mirror. And it's just this really there's these, like, if a movie has a scene with an older person kind of bonding with a younger person over a dinner table. There's a scene on with Midnight Sky that's probably one of the best scenes in that movie. Well, that's a kind of very uneven movie, but the scene in this one, it's great. It's like so much heart. Like, there's more heart in that scene than any other Jaws film except for the first one, and even the first one I don't think has any moments like that. So I enjoyed all of this. I enjoyed the end scene. They definitely show the shark too much, as they do in all of the sequels, but at least they're doing it during the daytime. They're not trying to cover it up by doing nighttime shots, which is something that I appreciated Jaws 2 for doing as well, even though, again, they're showing the shark too much. There's a lot of the Jaws attacking boats in these films. But at least it wasn't trying to hide it by doing it at night. And of course, visually, because they're in a tropical island, visually it's a lot more attractive background. The island itself is more beautiful. The ocean and the sky is beautiful. So visually, this film, I think, is adding a lot. But I think it's trying to change it up, and it brought a story to life with these characters in a way that I think is easily the second best Jaws film. I mean, it gets close. If this had like a score that was better, not necessarily like a ripoff of the first one, but if the score was kind of an active character in this, they introduced a lot of new characters while still maintaining that thread of the Brody family. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It is mind-blowing to me that I believe it's one of the lowest rated of the Jaws franchise, which this compared to Jaws 3D, there's no question. Jaws 3D is just a steaming pile of shit. It's really not good on any level. There's nothing good about that film. Jaws 2, I could see there being an argument just because you have the original guy coming back. You still have that original island. It kind of gets into the island a little bit more, but I don't think it does a very good job. Like, I don't care about any of the characters they added in Jaws 2, where in Jaws the Revenge, the mom gets elevated to a place where I care. You see her struggle dealing with her dad or her husband dying. Like, just how the Jaws being haunted by these sharks has just completely destroyed her life and her mental place. But then you have her balanced with Michael Caine, which is a fun kind of relationship. You get the son who's kind of doing his own thing, trying to, do research and trying to, kind of bringing back a little bit more science into the Jaws franchise, while also stepping into his father's shoes when having to, take on this monster. And then the finale with, the mom kind of stepping up to the plate to take out the shark, with the boat is great. I mean, the poster spoils that fact that, like, the poster shows her sailing a boat towards Jaws, and that's literally how Jaws gets got. And even the fact that Jake lives at the end is amazing. There's a fun underwater chase, which, considering like all of these movies have so many scuba divers in them, this one actually has a fun chase where Jaws is chasing Michael Brody underwater, and he goes through some shipwreck stuff to try and get away, and then uses an air canister to shoot him. It's like a really fun chase scene that wasn't done in any of the previous Jaws films. They kind of did something similar in Jaws 3D, but there was nothing good about Jaws 3D. Whereas that was a fun scene. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It is amazingly mind blowing that it's rated horribly, but will ever be. If I had to rank Jaws films, Jaws 1, Jaws the Revenge, Jaws 2, and then Jaws 3D would be the fourth in line. But yeah, Jaws the Revenge. They're all on HBO Max, or HBO or whatever, if you have the HBO Max app. So revisiting them for sure. But I would definitely revisit Jaws the Revenge. It's surprising how good it is, despite how horribly it's rated. And maybe there's things about it that I just overlooked. But after watching Jaws 3D, it's would be really hard for me to really criticize any other Jaws movie for being as horrible as that one is. But yeah, check it out, Jaws the Revenge. I enjoyed it. Get yourself a free subscription to Kindle Unlimited when you go through my link, inspireddisorder.com/Kindle. That's unlimited reading and listening on any device. If you're a fan of stories and books and all of the things that can be printed in Word or read aloud, get yourself a free trial of Kindle Unlimited. Go through my link, inspireddisorder.com/Kindle. Sign up now and enjoy your reading. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com. And follow the show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!